Hello, everyone. It's Matthew Brand. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in. And today I want to talk about another red flag word. Sorry, I'm laughing because it just got the shit scared out of me. Someone was banging on my door a few seconds ago. Anyway, so one of the red flag word I want to bring up today is culture. I might bring up a few more tonight if I get time. So if you see me wearing the same stuff, that'll be why. But culture. If you hear and when I'm talking about these red flag words, I'm talking about when you hear a political speaker, activist, or a politician, they bring up a certain word and they want to use that as their main point of the argument. Sometimes they're just shoehorning that in because I'm not saying they don't have a point, but sometimes they're not actually. I mean, they're just blame. It's more of a blame game, and a lot of our politics today have become a blame game, and that's not solving the issue. What I want to look for is actual solutions that we can have, and by getting this crap out of the way, we can actually look towards real solutions that can help us in the U.S. So, and maybe other countries could take it as an example too. So anyway, with culture, a lot of times when politicians or political speakers they use the word culture as a scapegoat, they're not really familiar with the culture, and that's a lot of times what gets them in trouble because they go out, they try to change a culture that's not really there to begin with, and their familiarity with the culture is the music, what they see on TV, and certain things, and sometimes that's not really the main issue. Sometimes a culture is created out of other issues that's around, and those issues need to be dissolved. If the culture is poor, those issues need to be dissolved for the culture to change. So let me give you an example. I was watching some and I like anime. That's a better example. I like anime. And if you watch old anime like I used to back in the day, and you saw an American character, you almost always see them looking like they just stepped off a ranch in Texas. Like they'd have the cowboy boots, the cowboy hat, and something made out of an American flag on them, like just screaming America, which I don't think people normally do when they go to other countries, Americans. And even if they did, I get the point that it's just saying like, hey, this person's from America, but at the same time, a lot of people believe that was the culture when really that's not. Everybody even in Texas doesn't even do that, but definitely all of America doesn't do that, and they would do that no matter, like they could be from New York, they would do that, California. In these anime, you would see that, and because people believe that, they would believe that's America's culture, which is just a part of it, and that a lot, and then they see the gun shooting and all that, and they'll be like, oh well, that's just America's culture. Uh, I I like a lot of things about America's culture, but that is not the whole of it. So when people blame a culture, even when they blame a subsection of a culture, a lot of times they're avoiding the bigger issue, which could possibly be that it's a fault of the government. It's a solution that could be easily, well, not easily handled, but a solution that has a much clearer problem to be solved that is unrelated to the culture, that is causing the issue in the culture. Um, and that is so for I'm just going to give an example from more of a real culture. Let's say with there were certain cultures that would get rid of a baby because of the gender, right? If they found out they were having a baby of a certain gender, they would get rid of it. And that is because the government, right? Now, I would consider that a problem, but because the government had laws incentivizing that. Now, was that the culture of the time? Yes, it was. It was a cultural reaction to the laws that created that problem. But it's not like, I mean, the culture will just reflect the issues that causes it. Certain things are incentivized for certain groups more than they are for others, and those groups will react in certain ways. And by blaming it just simply on culture, you're avoiding the real problem. So thank you for tuning in. Sorry if that sounded a little confuddled or whatever, but hopefully my point got across. Let me know what you think, if you even understood what I was saying. If you didn't, let me know. You can comment. And if you got some of what I'm saying and you agree with it, please leave a like, and so I can know to keep doing stuff like this. Okay, thank you.